Welcome back to a really serious
times here on the reality show, girls.
Reporting live Wednesday night, the day after
the Bachelorette season finale.
Jenn Tran's season of The Bachelorette. One word to describe it. Go.
One word?
I'm not serious.
Flop. Flop. Full flop. That's what it was.
Like, am I surprised?
No. No.
Absolutely not. We are going to do a full deep dive on the finale and after the final rose. And everything in between. And everything in between.
Oh my God. It was rough, you guys. Rough.
I'm still like in shock. We had to watch a couple scenes 2 times. Through.
Yeah, I will say I
together.
also fell asleep during a part of it too.
When he was like, I'm falling asleep, and I was like, literally, I need you to wake up because like
for me to fall asleep is a big thing.
No, I know because I'd be like, let me close my eyes.
But I'm like, I have to watch. I must get through, and I couldn't.
You didn't have any fight in you.
I had no fight left, and I didn't want to. Marcus was on the screen. Who needs to pay attention? Anyway.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, we're going to obviously delve into all of that.
Mm-hmm. Before we get started.
Sure.
Let's talk about our housekeeping, shall we?
Oh man.
My friends.
Mom.
We got to do our house. We got to do our chores before we get to the fun stuff, you know? And those chores are for you guys listening, you guys watching. We need you to help spread the podcast throughout the world.
Yeah.
Okay? We need to be Mrs. Worldwide. I don't know.
I have no words, but I back you up 100%.
Yeah. We're trying to be global. At least nationwide.
Hey.
Nationwide, can it be on our side by you helping to like the podcast, share the podcast, like us on TikTok. We're trying to be TikTok girlies and make be with the trends.
I'm really proud of the TikTok we just made.
We just made a TikTok. We just posted it. I don't know. Maybe we need to change that. Like there's like certain times of day that's supposedly when you're to post things.
I think
what's the dynamics on that, you guys?
I think people be scrolling all the time though. So I don't really know.
Nowadays, when are we not on our
phones? I feel like
phones?
End of day is always the best because people are like out of work and
I like to do either end of day or like early morning because then you just wake up and start scrolling.
I just feel like I don't know because then some mornings I wake up at 5 and then other mornings I wake up at 8.
Well, your schedule's absolutely insane. I don't think we should judge anything.
Yeah, you're right. Let's not judge. Y'all, the way that Whitney and I send each other TikToks is like, it's at least like 10 a day.
I mean, that's
back and forth.
That's what you do with the people that you love.
Yeah.
You send them TikToks.
But we're crazy with it. Like, I think I send you, like, it is not even that relevant. And I'm like, I'll just send it to Whitney. Like, literally. And if I do a mass one, Whitney's like the first person for every meme that I send to. Whitney and Kayla.
Yeah.
I send a lot of stuff to Kayla. And then Casey's probably number 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have some others. But, like, there's some people that I have that are just like TikTok, like we're friends. I wouldn't say we're like besties though, and I'd be sending them TikToks. Like it's just that kind of relationship.
You just have a TikTok relationship.
Yeah, it's a TikTok relationship.
That's okay.
I love those.
This is the biggest tangent ever.
It really is. It really is. But
the point is, if you're on TikTok, you should be sharing our TikToks and sharing our reels on Instagram.
This came from the house. That came from the housekeeping.
I know. They're gonna be like, "What the? Are you guys okay?"
We're not okay.
Anyway, so help us follow us on social media, Reality Show Girls. And let's get into it.
Sure.
Should we? We didn't really debrief our life last week.
Oh my God!
Because we just had so many topics to talk about.
But there's like I don't even know where to start with my life. I'm having a I can't even say quarter life crisis because I'm not 25 anymore.
Yeah. You're off the health insurance.
I'm just out here like raw dogging life. I had a really interesting audition today. And it was one of those auditions where you walk in and the holding room is so many people that you're just like, why am I here? Why am I here? It's so crowded. They're not going to see me, little old me. What did I do? Beeline for the corner. I go right to the corner. I hide in the corner.
In my own little corner, in my own.
Hey. Yeah, so I go into my corner and I'm like, okay, random. And then they were so behind. So it was already like destined for. It's so funny. Every time like I want the audition to start a little bit late because I'm running late, it starts on time. And then, same thing with like I eat and I prepare. I'm always like released first. When I do prepare, I get cut. When I don't prepare, I stay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, a little chaotic, a lot of people. It's always overwhelming. No matter how many times you do it,
whenever you step into Pearl, whenever you step into
Ripley, dare I say anywhere else too. The equity building was actually kind of nice, but
Open Jar is pretty nice too.
Yeah, Open Jar is very. Listen, if I'm going to Open Jar, girl,
we're good.
It's on site. But it never is that, is it? But at least it hasn't been for me in a while. But anyways, it felt like the Hunger Games. But what's happening right now? That's why I have my email up. They asked me to come back, but like they just said we'll see you tomorrow. And I just go out and I'm like, yes, they'll see me tomorrow. Then I got home and I was like, but what time tomorrow? And what materials? What time tomorrow? And what materials? And I still don't know. And it's 8:28.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's good. Did they forget about me? It's fine. Okay. Anyways, that's what's happening. My job stuff is going crazy. I'm making a lot of shifts and changes within my life, within my day jobs, within my fitness career, as you will.
In the gym. Working on my fitness.
She's my witness. Ooh-wee. Rock. So that's happening. And I hope I book this thing. But
yeah.
Don't we all wish?
Don't we all? But I'm feeling something.
I feel good. Like,
yeah.
Although I went into the chaos, I've never felt good about the chaos. I kind of like looked around the room and I was like, nah, I'm good. Like, I'm like confident in what I can do in this room today.
Mm-hmm.
And I rarely feel like that. I usually have to fake that feeling, but I actually felt it inside of me today.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
That's something.
That's what we want.
Yeah.
Perfy.
That's what you want. Perfy. Mm-hmm. I sang, I danced, and it wasn't a flop.
Not a flop, unlike other things.
Stop.
Oh God, should we get into my flop?
Floppy-sha over here. No, I'm kidding.
I'm this floppy-sha over here. Story of my life.
That's what Kevin would say. Kevin would say, floppy-sha. He's gonna love that I referenced him.
Oh
Shout out to Kevin, floppy-sha.
Okay. Well, here's the. Wait, should I say the good thing or the bad thing first? Start with the bad, end with the good. Oh. I'll start with the bad.
Wait, what's the good thing?
I got my hair done. That's the good thing. You're like, you have nothing good. What could it possibly be?
That's what I was thinking. I'm so mad about what you're about to say. Sorry, I really should not be so opinionated.
Look, I'm going to just say this. I was meant to be...
I'm going to let you finish, but no, sorry.
I was meant to be seeing a guy, but, we're still in the single life out here in the city.
Not guy. Sorry.
This isn't his fault, okay?
Is it?
And... It was very difficult for us to see each other. We've known each other for like 2 years, and he lives out of the country.
Floppy.
This all sounds weird, but basically he was gonna have the opportunity to come to
International
New
York. Lovers.
International love. Okay. And I was really excited. We were gonna we had plans to go get dinner,
and I had plans to crash it. Like I was legitimately going to crash.
She had
this.
A wig and sunglasses and was ready to stalk.
I was, y'all. I shit you not. I was trying to think of what word I was gonna say. I shit you not. I was gonna go on location and show up and just be in the background. Oh. That's so weird. I'm sitting
here.
Or just like in the background, just like with my sunglasses. And Whitney would have seen me and then he would have not known me. Although I think he does know me, but not really like that.
Yeah.
We've interacted a couple times in passing.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Point is.
He canceled. Sorry.
He didn't cancel. It's just that things out of his control made it so that he couldn't come.
Whatever. I'm pissed for you.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
very
mad.
sad. I literally bought
I don't
an
like that
outfit for
treatment.
it and everything.
I don't like that treatment.
I'm sorry, but that's just the story of my life. Every time I think something might be occurring, it's not occurring, and it just doesn't work. It just falls through. My love life is hopeless, okay?
Okay, well, same. First and foremost, I haven't done absolutely anything. Haven't scrolled, haven't looked. I haven't even looked at men on the street. Just
Oh
kidding.
my
I've
God.
looked at people on the
No,
street. But
I think that's the thing. I'm really bad about like, I do look at like every person I see. I'm like, oh my God.
I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so weird. That's my husband.
Yeah.
No, literally today, I think with our schedules, we work at very weird times. I think like any person that is an actor and works multiple jobs can relate to this. It's like you just don't like travel the times that normal people are traveling. So today I was actually traveling at the same time people were traveling. And it was a jarring experience because I had first off taught a class, took a hot yoga class. My hair looks a mess. My face is a beet red. I am literally disgusting from head to toe. And I smell bad. On top of that, I see these men. I swear to God, it was like, I'm texting Whitney. I'm like, I don't forgot what I said to you. I was like, why am I seeing these men out in these streets at this time? But I forgot. It's 8 a.m. and they're going to work.
I thought you meant like ugly men.
Oh no, capital MEN means
You meant
good
like
sometimes.
hot men.
Yes,
I thought you just meant like the stragglers
you're
on the
right.
street.
You're right. Usually it's a negative connotation when I say men in all caps, but in that sense, I was literally like, "There's a men out right now, and I look like this."
Yeah, that's the worst. When you're like, I know what I can look like at my best, and you're not seeing it right now.
Hot
but
yoga,
I swear to you,
swamp ass, troll. These are just some words I'd like to describe myself this morning at 8 a.m.
Creature of the swamp.
I was just like, everyone get off at 59th. Everyone get off at 59th so I can go up to Harlem and no one can see me.
That's what happens. You're on the subway and you never know who you're going to see.
Yeah, but our love lives are really bad right now, I would say.
Really,
we were really
deserted.
I was fixating my love life, I think, on this meeting as well. So I think I'm a little disappointed for you.
Oh,
because I was like,
you were gonna live vicariously through me.
I was gonna, I was ready to live vicariously. I was like, we're going on a date on Friday. I kept talking. How many times have I talked about this? I was literally like, oh, is it this Friday? I was like, literally, I think it's in my calendar because I was just so excited for Whitney to go on this date. We were like talking. We've been talking about this for so long. That's why I'm so fucking pissed. These men piss me off. Do not, and this is going to tie in with what we're about to talk about in The Bachelor. Do not say one thing and then flip-flop. Flip-flop. No.
We can't trust anybody in these streets.
You know, okay, I'm exposing one of my friends right now. I won't say the name. But she was telling me the other day, this guy comes over, really hot, perfect. She's like, I just want to hook up. Great. Amazing. You know, they're hooking up. Everything's going well. They're like on the way to making out, whatever. And then all of a sudden she's like, actually, I don't want to do this anymore. Eject button. Boop. Totally fine. Right? The guy's like, totally fine. All good in the hood. Let's just talk. They talk, they gab. He's like, well, next time. You know, he kept saying next time. She's like, is there a next time in her head, right? Like, it's like, next time what? So he keeps saying next time. He leaves. He unfollows her on Instagram.
And just completely ghosts her.
Ghosts.
Right?
Yeah. You were there when she told the story. Now, just don't, like, my thing is, like, just don't say there's a next time.
Yes. Like just
that's
be
my
straight
thing.
up.
Like, just don't, you don't even have to be straight up. You just don't say anything.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, you don't
say,
have to coddle us. You don't have to, like, put a buffer.
But listen, when you say something, girls, like, I mean, I just pick up on things very, like, quickly. Like, if I see something and I, like, hear something, like, I will take your word for it. Like, I will trust you 100%. This is probably a fault of mine, but, like, I trust someone 100% always. Like, that's my default is I trust 100%.
Yeah.
And then it's like, now I go into relationship. I don't even know what I'm going to be like in a relationship. I have such major trust issues. We don't have to unpack that right now on this podcast, but the trust issues is wild at this point. And another reasoning, this season, this interaction, These men are wild. And I'm still feral.
We are still out here feral.
No, I'm actually really not feral. I'm actually fine.
I occasionally get I saw this TikTok where you get the itch. You just get the
one more thing I saw
to be on Hinge or Bumble, even though you
Yeah,
instantly
you
regret it
sent me
as
that.
soon as you re-download the app.
You know, I had Hinge of all like a month before, and then like things picked up with real estate, so that I stopped, and then I just haven't gone on since. But I just don't really think I need to do that post real estate. Like I feel like I don't really want to be looked at or seen right now. I just want to be in my bag, like literally in a bag.
Put me in a bag.
Like in a bag and in my bag. One more thing to add. I was reading this thing, and it's a concept. It's called "I'm just gonna quit dating." And
I think I saw this.
yeah, did you see
Yeah.
this? It was I read an article about it, and then I saw it actually on TikTok.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
it was this woman saying it's like we are so caught up, like especially if you're single and you are craving a relationship, we are so caught up in like, I'm gonna see my husband in this moment, or I'm gonna see my future spouse in this moment. Like, oh my goodness, like you're at a concert and you're just taking in everything around you, but not actually soaking in like the concert,
The moment.
Essentially, right? So she like put concert in the as an example. But yeah, I thought that was an interesting concept.
I mean, and that's the thing where I'm on the train and I'm like, ooh, there's a cute guy. But the thing is, when I see a cute guy, I'm not like, oh my God, he's going to be my husband. But I'm just like, oh my God, I'd love just a tiny little moment. I just want a little moment within the moment.
Yeah, no, I think that's normal for sure.
I hope that's okay.
It's so okay.
Please.
It's Anybody? So okay. But yeah, no, I think
I digress.
I think this all kind of ties in with what we're about to really get into.
Truly.
So, what else is happening? That's pretty much it. What you got next
besides
week?
me getting my hair done and feeling great about it.
Yeah, it's kind of iconic, but that day was crazy. You text me, you're like, yeah, I'm not gonna be home until 1 a.m. I was like, girl, what?
I came in feeling fresh and new. Okay.
Yeah, you came in.
Okay. Oh my God. It's fine. Anyway, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. There is some celebrity gossip that I have been
let's
perusing.
get into it.
I mean, not really gossip. Okay, I'll start with the stuff that doesn't deal with The Bachelor first. So Catherine from Love is Blind UK, it turns out that she's now dating someone else who was on the show.
Oh, Catherine of Catherine and Freddie.
Yeah, that was originally with Freddie. She's no longer with him because Freddie is mine. The boy is mine.
Oh, why did I do the Brandy vote? Ooh,
that's
it's the OG.
Yeah. But she's dating a guy named Jake. They didn't really show him at all, I don't think, on the season, but
apparently he rejected her in the pods.
I think she they both are just like, like when they had their first date, they just didn't click.
Here's it. So love is not blind.
No. No. Even if you have a connection blindly, when you meet in real life, it changes things, you know? It like the view changes.
I'm way too much of a physical person to like do something like that.
Yeah.
It would drive me crazy.
Same.
Just a voice. I'd be like, Dad, just tell me the color of the eyes. Just something.
Something to work please. With. Also, Benaya is super wealthy, which makes sense. Like if he is out here being a nomad, traveling wherever he wants to, he must come from money to be able to be living like that, you know?
I love Benny. I love my Ben.
But yeah, I wish I was Nicole. I want to be set with some money, but and get to travel and act like I have no home, even though I do have a home.
I love Benaya.
They're perfect.
They're perfect.
And last but not least, so Mentel All, our Stuart Little, aka Matthew, the guy that came to see Jenn, apparently had an entire segment and they cut it all from Mentel All. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, Stuart Little?
Stuart Little. Mm-hmm.
Bro.
At least that's what he posted on his TikTok. He made a TikTok that said
please.
when like he was like dressed up, like I think it was from him backstage.
Oh, that's who he was.
You didn't know who that was when I sent it to you?
I was like, oh yeah. I think I just liked it.
I'm
like,
dead. Oh my God. But yeah, so as you can see, these producers be producing.
Wait, can I also say something about Vanderpump really quickly? First and foremost, is Vanderpump Rules done? ? Are they supposed to be filming right now? I don't know. They should be filming right now. I feel like Ariana Madix needs to be in the season though, and I think she's so busy that like they might be like not it might not be happening. And then Stassi Schroeder is gonna now be on what is it called? Um 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 the Villa show, whatever, her other show. Lisa Vanderpump's other show. So she's gonna be on that. I think they're filming The Valley right now. It's just like, is Vanderpump Rules now done and we're just like deviating and going into these other shows?
It seems like you should.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to just disband from that group.
Also, it's official that Brittany and Jax are now separated. Jax is still, he admitted himself into like a mental psych ward.
Oh my God.
Did you not know this?
No.
Yeah.
I've not been keeping up with this.
And he recently posted that he's bipolar and suffers from PTSD.
From
so
what?
Hell, if I don't know everything. Dang. We all knew that Jax had something wrong with him though. So he's God. So I mean, I'm trying to think like, I mean,
he's been crazy.
We talk
I've
about
only
toxic
seen a few seasons, but
we talk about toxic men on The Bachelor, but nothing can touch the Vanderpump men. These men are toxic. So Jax Taylor, Tom Sandoval, Tom Schwartz. I mean, just all of them are just wild. Wild.
They seem wild.
All of them. Bananas. And here's the crossover that we didn't know that we needed, but now Brittany Wright, Jax's ex, is hanging out with Tanner, my husband. Tanner, one of my other husbands.
From The Bachelorette, from Charity season.
Ugh. And also Tanner's kind of like hanging out with Daisy. Daisy's kind of getting a bad rap too right now. Because she's like hung out with Sam M.
Mm-hmm. I think she has a boyfriend though. I don't know for sure though. I don't know what's happening with that girl. I've had enough
of Daisy.
But
Vanderpump Villa. That's what it is.
Oh.
Is that what it is?
Girl,
I need to know
look it up. But you know what else came out today? The cast of Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, please, can we talk about it? I'm so excited.
The thing is, I'm excited about a few of them, and the rest of them, I don't even know who they are. So, yeah. But our guy, my guy, Mr. Joey, is going to be back on our screens every Monday night, and I really can't wait.
It is called Vanderpump Villa, by the way.
Okay, good to know. But I'm afraid I might get the ick seeing Joey dance on my screen, but I'd rather see him in any form than no form at all. Also, Jenn is going to be on the season, and I think that was a last minute decision, as we will talk about, because obviously things did not go well for her season, and I think as a consolation prize, they said, go on the show, go dance. Because we had been seeing rumors that one of the pro dancers, Sasha, wasn't going to be.
Yeah, there was a rumor. Dancer. It was a rumor that he was going to be in the troupe,
which are just the people that dance like in the background or dance like for
and they didn't have a
numbers in the back.
troupe last year, which kind of pissed me off because
That's
I
right.
love the troupe.
Mm-hmm.
Ezra was a part of the troupe. Now he's a pro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see him as a pro. You said, Joey being back on our screens is a blessing. It's going to be a little cringe watching him dance.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's going to be really good.
Yeah. So I think they brought Sasha back in because they last minute added Jenn to the cast because she's not on like the promotional pictures that they took of the cast. And I was like, oh.
She's going to be so behind and I can't imagine her dancing.
Yeah. The thing is like all the cast of people, none of them seem like dancers.
Yeah.
And then they have also, I still can't get over it. And a lot of people in the comments are kind of upset about this, that they are bringing Anna Delvey, who was like the girl that conned like millions of dollars off of people. She literally was wearing an ankle bracelet, like in the promotional stuff because she literally was convicted.
This reminds me of when they put, remember the Tiger King? Remember that Netflix series?
Yeah.
What was her name?
Oh my God, I forgot her
villain
name.
in it.
Mm-hmm.
She was on Dancing with the Stars, and I think it was
did not like her either. And she made it a good chunk through. I was like,
no,
what?
I don't think she did.
At least 4 weeks. I was like, that was 4 weeks too much.
Really?
Yes.
I swear she was like one of the first voted off.
It
What's
was
her
that
name?
she at least had at least 3 dances. I just remember being like, why is she still on my screen?
Oh, yeah. No, it seems like there's not a lot of people.
It's just 10 people. I think they've had
Isn't
more in
it?
the past.
Yeah, I feel like it's usually more. Phaedra Parks. We love a Real
We do
Housewives of
love
Atlanta.
Phaedra. Mm-hmm.
Miss Phaedra Parks. We
I'm here for
love.
that.
Uh,
And our guy
I'm a stan.
Steven.
Steven.
I'm excited to see
Another
him.
Olympic athlete. I forgot her
I don't know
name.
her
She's a
name.
rugby player. She's
She was
gotten
on
some.
Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, she was on Sports Illustrated. I like it. It's a diverse
Very
cast.
diverse, for sure.
I love when it's the Olympic season because they have the.
That's true.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So that happens. It doesn't happen very often. Obviously, we always have the Bachelor or Bachelorette on the season. Like that's a given, just because it's ABC. Like it's now like weird if they're not.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
True.
given that it's gonna be Joey or Jenn. Having both of them is actually a surprise, but like you said,
Yeah.
last minute
Last
probably.
minute addition for sure.
Who else are you excited to see? Val is with Phaedra Parks. Or should I say? Oh, Jenna and Joey. Be a good pairing.
I'm
Dwight Howard
honestly,
with Daniela.
I'll say it. I don't really care for the basketball players dancing. They're too tall. They're not
They
meant for this.
they never do well,
They
except
don't.
Amon Chopper.
I
Say
don't.
his last
I
name
need.
right.
I need a face. I'm not good with just a name.
He won with Daniela
Oh yeah,
a
that
couple
guy.
years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Amon.
Mm-hmm. But he really wasn't actually dancing.
He could move.
He could move, but
That
it was
one
more of him
dance.
lifting her.
That
A
one
lot.
dance of um when they
The
did
red
remember
jumpsuits.
Us, yeah.
Yeah, but that was a lot of lifting.
I was like, but he was moving. I saw his chasses. I saw his
He
pointed
moved.
feet.
He
Yeah,
moved. But I'm saying it's not. He's not ballroom
yeah. He's
dancing.
not super ballroom, but the lifts are really impressive because you don't really think of like basketball players being that strong like that. He was like lifting her like one hand, like he would just like.
She's also just a
Well,
little tiny little thing.
but still iconic.
I mean, yeah, the dance is great.
Love them.
I love me like a Jordan Fisher. I love a Disney Channel star on the
Okay.
show because
Yeah,
they
you did
can
say
do it
that.
all. They can do it all. I'm trying to remember what's his face. He's like in the zombie movies. Ugh, I think he's so cute too, but he's a
What
little
about
young for
Sky
me.
Jackson being on it? Remember that?
Oh, I do. But did she do anything of recognition?
She was like Final Four.
Yeah, I do know that.
I think that was the same season as. Oh, maybe I don't know. Anyways,
Zendaya, come on. Anyway, point is, we love Dancing with the Stars here. We will be talking about it when it airs. And
we definitely will be. So y'all be watching it. It's like for me, it's like draft day. Like when they announce it on Good Morning America.
That's
like
our Final Fantasy football.
It's like y'all. It's such a big deal for us. Like it really is.
Full show.
Okay, I think we've gotten all the housekeeping out of the way. Yeah. Can we get into it?
We got to get into this freaking finale because what the hell was that? What was that, you guys? Honestly, I just feel terrible for Jenn. Like,
really?
Like I feel terrible for her, but it's kind of the consequences of her bad decision making. But we can say that we've all been there because guess what? I was bamboozled. I liked Devin from the start.
You did.
And he turned out to just be a fucking showman.
And I like Jeremy, and he ended up just.
All right. We all like Jeremy. Okay.
Who else
Never said I didn't like him.
Sam and.
Okay, Sam N is so irrelevant.
Men that I.
Do not bring that. No.
Let me shout him out one more time. My Parisian king from California. Opening scene. It's this same teaser over and over again, right? It's like.
What?
Her and on the pedestal, like
that's
like
how
debating.
The episode opened?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how they did the quick little openers that they do.
I'm just thinking about Jesse's entrance.
Oh my god! And then boom, it takes us to the live set. Jesse Palmer comes out. This man is in his zone. He is in his pocket. Mm-hmm. He is just. I mean, last time we saw him on a live, people are chanting, Jesse, like, this man is in it. He's living. He's sliving.
As some would say.
Sliving. He's like, top off your wine, sit down, grab your friends. Like, he is just hyping us up.
He is.
And let's
for
head
a big
back.
Old letdown.
Let's head back to Hawaii. So I'm like all hyped up. I'm like, okay, shit, let me get my wine, like my popcorn, like, damn.
Right.
And it takes us back
Oh, but we
to
needed to talk about, he like brings up the final two men and he's like, Marcus, crickets, no
silence.
applause, nothing.
Nothing
It
for
was so
our
funny. And then Devin, everyone started applauding for him.
everyone's like,
Little do they
yes.
know. Little do they know.
So yeah, they take us to Hawaii and Devin meets Jenn's family first.
And let me say, the family was skeptical. Skeptical. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. Mama knew what was up from the
I
jump.
loved her family.
Yes, her brother was so sweet.
Oh my God.
Mom just wanted her to
Her
be
mom, her aunt, her friend,
good.
the brother. Oh man.
It
Good
was
people.
it was lovely.
You could feel it.
But I could just tell that her mom, Jenn kind of talked about it. I think maybe at the mental or something like that. Like her family was very skeptical about her
Yeah,
being the Bachelorette in the first place,
totally.
and I understand why.
Rightfully so.
No offense, but I just don't think Jenn was ready to do
She
any of
wasn't
this.
ready. Like her family,
They have
obviously,
a standard. They have, you know,
yeah.
with their lifestyle, their culture of
Yeah,
how
I think
a
about,
marriage
like,
should
if I were
occur.
to do this and what my family would say, like, I don't even know how I'd describe that to my yaya. She would be like, "Where are you going?" I'd be like, "I can't talk to you for, like, months." Like, I don't know. I don't think that would swing in my family. I can't imagine it.
Yeah, yeah. So, they talked to Devin and he's doing his best. He's saying all the right
He is, he's saying,
things
"I love her."
and that he will treat her right and that he wants his blessing for that from them and all this
Yeah,
jazz.
and basically
And
the brother says, like, "I appreciate you asking, but I need to meet the other guy." Right? Something like that.
I'll tell you, this whole section, I was really fighting to just stay awake. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's what he said,
Okay.
essentially, and then they, like, talk afterwards, whatever. This all was kind of stupid, and then, like,
Yeah.
Marcus meets them.
And they were a
Marcus is
lot more
oh my
skeptical with
god.
Marcus because, my God, Marcus should have sent his ass home 2 weeks prior. It should have been Jonathan in the top two. It should have been Grant going to hometowns. It just, anyone besides Marcus, basically. Because, why were you here wasting her time? Literally, he was such a waste of
It
time.
was literally just like, "I think I can get there. I wanna try. I think I can get there. I
It's
wanna
like,
try."
sir, you were clearly so
No.
closed off. Like, he clearly has so many things he needs to work through from himself before he can even think about being with another
And
human.
we thought this whole time, "Oh my god, Marcus is such a bad person." Obviously, we'll get into Devin in a moment, but it's just like it really was just, like, the same thing over and over again with him, and obviously, it was very apparent. The brother was literally like to Jen, he's
He's
like
just like, what do you
he's
see
like
in him?
he's like, "You know that you're doing the same thing that you did with that other guy." Like, he basically
Yeah.
was, like, trying to wake
Wake
her
up,
up,
honey.
and she did eventually, but it was just all
That's the
too
thing. I'm just like, what? I feel like the producers must have had such a heavy hand and talking to Jenn, convincing her to do this and that because I'm sure if her family had come in a few weeks prior, they would have woken her up much faster to the Sam
but
M
I think
situation, the Marcus
yeah.
situation,
I think it also
you
is just
know.
just a telltale of Jen's immaturity. I'm sorry. I've been bragging on her this whole time, but it
It's
is just
just
so
she's just
apparent.
young. She's young. She's literally
She's not just
25.
young, but she's also just like you can just tell she just has not she thinks she's being like this strong independent woman that does this, but she's still dealing with some insecurities, which
Mhm.
girl, that's totally fine. It's totally normal. You're very
It's totally
young.
normal to make these decisions and these choices, but
So
you should
normal.
not be adding this extra pressure where you're meant to be getting married right now, you know?
No one needed to be getting married in that cast, period.
None of these
Like,
people,
absolutely no one should have been even
except
talking about marriage.
Grant. I think Grant actually could be married.
We'll see.
I don't know what's going to happen, but I think he could
We'll
be
see.
someone who actually wants to get married.
We'll see.
Mhm. Cuz
Um,
even Jonathan, love him, but I don't even think he wants to be married right now, but he seems like a great person that you be with for 3 years and then you get engaged. And then you have a happy marriage, you know?
no one was
It's just
ready.
no one yeah, there's yeah.
The parents obviously, well, sorry, the mom, the aunt, the brother, they're like, Jenn Marcus is a little, Like, we
Oh,
skipped to
wait, but there was like when she was talking to her brother after the Marcus situation, her brother was so sweet. He starts like crying and just like you could just see how much he cares about her. And I was just like, oh, that is so
so
nice.
sweet.
But like the interactions that she had with her brother was more than like the interactions that Marcus had in that meet the family thing. Like he was literally barely even there.
Yeah.
And then, like, she's, like, trying to talk to him after and be like, "Okay, like, you're literally about to propose to me in, like, what is it, 2 days, 3 days? Like, do you know, like, do you like me?" Literally, she's like, point
again,
blank, "What's
do
happening?"
you like me? Or are
And
you
he just,
falling in
like, could
love?
not form the right words,
He's
could
like,
not
I'm
do anything,
trying.
and then he decides to just cry instead, and that's that thing, like, back with, like, Rob in Love Island where he just starts to cry instead of, like, actually
Or then he
speaking.
starts talking about like how he was adopted, and it's like, and James, I think Jen's brother's name is James, but Jen's brother, I think James, was saying, like, I'm really sorry you've been through all that, but also that doesn't deflect from how you're feeling about my sister. Like, this is a whole
Mhm.
separate situation. Like, I'm sorry that you went through that trauma, and everyone deals with trauma differently. So I'm not one to judge that situation. I just listen to it, and I thank you for sharing that. But respectfully, that shit doesn't even matter to like, really, how do you feel about my sister? Like, he just could not
No.
talk about the relationship.
No.
It was just never destined to be.
And
Like,
it
I don't
sounds
know
like
how many
he
times,
needs to
like, how
get
many,
through his traumas first, as I was saying. Like he's clearly
or he's just,
clinging on
he's
to
gonna have
them.
to learn how to live with it.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone ever gets over stuff like that.
No.
So it's just
Definitely
more
not.
so
But
like,
it's like how do you get through it?
how are you gonna be a human in society with that
Mhm.
baggage?
Mhm.
That's kind of like what you have to deal with.
And he seems so inanimate. He was not human. Like
Yeah,
he
he's
was
not a human being.
I don't know if I love
Reddit,
you. I don't know.
Reddit abuser.
Oh my god.
Can we move
um
on to the final date with Devin and Jenn?
yeah,
Stupid
yeah. I don't even
Hawaiian.
know. The only thing that mattered to us is that they
So
did some ceremony.
some crazy ceremony that meant nothing. They went to go
They
find
had to
rocks.
find
Sorry, I
rocks.
shouldn't say it was stupid. I just feel like it was a filler, is what I
Oh
mean.
yeah, total filler. The only thing that mattered was that the woman that was facilitating it, she had some
Girl,
acrylics, baby. She had them green nails all
she
done. I
said,
was like, "Yeah, go find your rock."
she
She
was like,
said,
go find,
pointing,
could you please go
"Could you
find your,
please go find that rock over there, please?"
with her green tips. I said, Whitney, check out her nails
I
right
said,
now.
"Oh, yes, we
I loved it
love."
because it was like such an earthy moment, and these women looked very earthy. And then I see a full set. I'm like,
Oh,
okay, green tips.
all right. It was great. That's all
Loved
that mattered. And then I don't even know what they were talking, whatever. And then Jen's supposed to have another date with Marcus, but they don't even get to the date because she knocks on his door and she's talking to him again. And she's like, "Bro, what is up? Do
like,
you love me? Do you not love
she's
me?"
like, did you know there's like literally an engagement tomorrow?
Yeah.
It's not in 2 days. It's not in 3 days. I've already met your family. You've met mine. It it is happening.
Oh, and I should say before that even happens, Jesse comes out and has a talk with Marcus and he's like, "So where's your head at? What are you thinking,
Jesse's
man?
behind on his
What are you
therapy
thinking about, brother?"
sessions.
Brother. He loves
Brother,
saying brother. And he delivered the line immaculately. He said, "If you really love her, you gotta tell her
you gotta tell her before it's too late.
before it's too late." Yeah.
And that was Jesse Palmer's full thing. Like, even on the, like, when he interviewed them after, he was like,
That's where it kind of gave me the ick. I was like, "Sir, your
he's like,
spiels work most of the time, but it's not working right
if he
now."
said, I love you sooner, would it be different? I mean, sure, it might have been different, but like, it wasn't, that's not the way it happened. Like, why,
Mm-hmm.
like,
Why ask questions that
fixate
you
on the
know aren't?
past. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so stupid.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah,
So yeah,
their breakup was pretty. I don't know how
I
to
don't know.
describe
Like
it.
he ends up saying "I love you," but like clearly that's not enough. And she was like, "Wait, you can't just say that now." Like at the point that he finally did say it, she was like,
No,
"I
because
can't accept
yeah,
this."
because she was basically like breaking up with him, being like, you haven't said it, and like, I don't want, like, I need this
Yeah.
basically,
Mm-hmm.
and he was just like, crying. He's like, I just want to try, I just want to try because I do love you, and like, I just didn't want to like tell you because yeah, but I've loved you this whole time. Jen's like, what?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And she's just like, I just need a minute. So she goes outside. She's doing her deep breathing or whatever, woosah moment. why are we even
he
spending
has
more
a
time
tear
on this
rolling down
situation?
his cheek, and
He's squeezed and pressed.
Squeezed those tears out.
He's
yeah,
like,
for sure.
He's squeezing his
He's
eyelid.
just so repressed, bro. He's repressed. He's got some demons he needs to get out.
I know.
Ugh. But yeah, he's not ready. And I don't even know nothing of note came out from his conversation with Jesse on the couch in the live section, I don't think. I will say, as this is happening, they are obviously doing pans and shots on the audience and who's in the audience. And I just need to note that Jonathan was in the audience, and I was like, you trying to get your girl back, aren't you? And then Hakeem, who's sitting with those random ass Mormons with their random ass reality TV show.
Got so much hype for no reason.
I'm like, is Hakeem a Mormon now? What's happening? What's going on?
Rachel's in the audience.
Rachel is in the audience.
Glitter Jess.
Oh, she was sitting next to her?
Yeah.
Okay. And I think they brought her on and they put her in the audience and put her right in the camera view later on with Devin. She was like sitting right behind him in the camera view.
Who was the guy that she was? Oh,
I forgot.
Tino.
Tino? That's his name?
Yeah.
Tino? That sounds like an awful name.
You don't remember that?
I do, but it was
That was like
Tino?
our first season that we watched
He just doesn't
together.
look like a Tino for whatever reason. Tino is a crazy name for him. He seems like he would be named Sam, Robert, anything but a Tino. So then she breaks up with him, and then it's the next day. She's waking up. She's happy. She's like, I know what I'm going to do. And she's like, what did she say? She said, I'm choosing myself. She's talking to Jesse, right?
Yeah.
And
I think they did. I'm trying to think of the order because I think they interviewed Marcus.
Yeah.
He came out.
That's
Jesse
what I was,
interviews
yeah, I was like,
him.
nothing of note came from that.
Yeah, I think the only thing I will say from that like was kind of like, okay, bro. He was like, yeah, during the breakup, we both realized at the same time that it wasn't going to work out. I was like, no, bro, you were trying to hold on and squeeze every bit out of her. And you were so uncertain. Like, no.
Mm-hmm.
If you are not certain, do not just say things. Don't say, like, I think I can get there. I'm going to try. Are you there? Or are you not?
Mm-hmm.
I can get, like, I'm just getting to know you. You already, in this space, like, you have to have a decision made.
Yeah. Like, I just don't even understand why he even went on the show.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It just didn't seem like... Ugh.
He was never ready for marriage. I can't
done
harp on this guy anymore.
Sorry, we got to move on. I can't even.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Goodbye. Okay.
Goodbye, stranger.
Oh.
It's been nice.
What song is that?
It's called Goodbye, Stranger.
Okay. So yeah, she's like, I'm choosing myself and I'm going to propose. So she's going to propose to Devin. And I was just like, you can still choose who you want, but okay, whatever. Live your life, girl. Nothing wrong with a girl proposing. But I think this may have been the reason that Devin started to have a 360 or 180 switch, because I think he was like, how dare she steal my thunder and propose?
I don't get it. Yeah, no, that is a crazy concept. I think this man is just like really disturbed. I think this is the craziest like torturous thing they've ever done. The way that they
fucking did this is absolutely insane. And like, the more I think about it, the more I feel like it is like a Black Mirror episode. You know what I mean? Like, why would you do this? Okay, so anyway, sorry.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Let it out.
Yeah.
I mean,
so she says, I'm gonna propose. Then they cut to Jenn coming out sitting on the couch
on live,
and they're like, before we show the proposal,
so much cutting
we want to have Jenn speak and Devin speak, because things didn't go as planned.
And mind you, I'm in the other room doing my makeup. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Speak. I come out. It's silent. Jenn is sobbing on the couch. Hasn't said anything yet. I'm like,
just starts crying.
So Whitney and I are like, so obviously they're not together.
Right.
She is distraught. If looks could kill.
She was, I bust the windows out your car.
It was like the Mercedes version to Kurt.
Yes.
Like, that's where Jenn was at.
That is so where Jenn was at.
Jenn was literally Mercedes.
She was ready to light a fire.
She was ready to fight these people. And she stayed as pretty reserved,
She
I'd say.
did. She did.
This is where Jesse lost me a little bit. Still love him. Still love you,
Jesse, I feel like he did not handle this entire situation well.
No.
But basically, she comes out and she explains that he broke off the engagement over a phone call, a 15-minute phone call. He denied ever being in love.
Yeah.
He basically just said all these things about how he's so ready to be engaged. And as soon as they got engaged and as soon as they were off the show, he completely just started ghosting her, just not not communicating, and just
trust issues, bro.
just basically one foot out the door, and then he was completely out the door.
And he called her. 15-minute conversation on the phone, broke up.
That's crazy. It's crazy.
Breaking up over the phone is wild and so hurtful.
Yeah,
it's hard.
An engagement, yeah. That's crazy. But basically, she was like, he wasn't making time for me, but he could go to the clubs and he could follow Maria on Instagram. And Maria and Jenn had a falling out previously.
Yeah, so she said that when they broke up, that conversation the next morning, she went to see his followers. He started following Maria, like, probably that night.
Not good. Not good. So, yeah, it's just like, and it's just so disappointing that he was just a showman, you know what I mean? He was saying all the right things, doing all the right things, but I think his intention was just to like win. I don't think it was. It could have been anybody that he was trying to get engaged to.
Yeah, the flip of it all is so sus.
And I'm so curious as to what his side of things are. Like, what is his reasoning for like being like, you know what, I actually don't love her. Like what was it that caused him to realize this?
Yeah.
Post show, because he didn't get to speak much about his side of things on the couch.
Obviously they're gonna give Jenn the microphone a little bit more as they should.
Yeah.
But and then another part of me is like, I feel like if he was actually smart, he would have waited to end it after all of this. True. He wouldn't have had to get the brunt of after the final rose. So then sometimes I go back and
so it's like there must be some truth to how he was feeling.
I think there is truth to it. I just, it's so hard. It's so hard. I think it really is. I don't understand how someone can say one thing and then a month later just be in a whole different headspace. I just feel like
love bombing.
Yeah, it's just really just like the love bombing. And it's not just like saying I love you, but it's the actions.
Yeah.
It's like really jarring. And that's why I'm like, I'm jarred. And I'm jarred with like almost every situation that I hear from a girl, like now on The Bachelor, it's just like, I mean, I am floored by these men. I'm just floored. This needs to end. These men needs to stop. They need to be like,
stop.
You need to do some like self-reflection before you like take another human on that journey.
Yeah.
Because it is really hurtful.
If you don't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love somebody else? RuPaul always says it best.
RuPaul
knows, okay? And that is the crux of it all.
Yeah, that is the literal like of it all.
Yeah.
Of it all.
Of it all.
And Jenn kind of goes in, and then he's trying to like, I mean, he's like laughing. Like, it's just like,
it's one of those things where like the nervous tick where he has to smile because he's just like, yeah.
He's just like, I have nothing to fucking say. He's like, I'm an asshole. Like, what am I? He's just like, yeah.
But then he's also like, you're condensing things. Like, you're not telling the full story or whatever. And I'm just like, so what is the full story? And that's where I feel like, same thing with the Love Island reunion.
Yeah.
The Love Island reunion. Like, Ariana didn't step in when I think she should have. I think Jesse did not step in. Like, you can control the situation to be like, so what is your take? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we just needed a little bit of that. So it's not just this arguing back and forth.
We're going to get it on, like, Vial Files and stuff.
I mean, yeah, for sure. But I just feel like it could have been handled in a way where, what's your POV? What's your POV? How are you feeling?
I think they're just going to side with Jenn on that one.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm not saying, like,
no, I agree.
I think why are you saying that it's condemned? You know what I mean?
No, like, can you explain a little bit? Like, at least like a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely agree with that. I think,
instead of just being like, so do you have anything you need to say to Jenn? Like, you can't just, that's so broad in general. It's like, no, we need concise questions here.
Yeah.
Anyway, he bamboozled us all, basically.
Oh, he's horrible.
And then back to Rachel, as this is all happening, you see Rachel crying in the background.
Oh, she's having
because
flashbacks.
she did the same thing happened with Tino.
Yep.
But he actually cheated.
Yeah, he cheated.
I forgot about that part. It just came to me. And I did see rumors like, did Devin cheat or something? But I don't know.
This Sully Mike Wazowski. I don't know how you can look like both.
He upper body Sully, lower body
half Mike
Mike Wazowski.
I've never seen someone that looks like both in my life. He's got a stupid
There's nothing
head.
wrong looking like either of those characters. I just want to say Sully's very cuddly. Mike is funny.
I don't like Devin.
But put them together may not work right.
Cut. I don't think I ever really liked Devin. I was never sold on Devin. I was just like, by default, it's Devin. I feel like I've always just said that. It's like, just by default, it's him.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason, Jenn was not going to pick Jonathan, which never made sense.
Truly, I still think that her and Jonathan would be really good together.
We'll see. He's got to go to paradise.
Yeah. I mean, but he's got a year. So.
Why do they do that?
Yeah, I don't fucking know. But yeah, so after all this happens, she's crying so much more. She's still sobbing. And then Jesse tries to pull it back together by saying, you know what? You've been through all this, and I am so sorry, Jenn, but we just want you to know that you are a strong, powerful woman, and you did something that has never been done before by doing this proposal and like having it be your choice. Like basically, Jenn, it seemed like, oh, we're going to show this scene of you proposing because that's going to somehow make you feel better because you're being empowered.
She's sobbing. These men are all around her being like, you're such a strong woman. Devin just did that too. Like, you're so strong and powerful. Guys, you don't even know. You don't know shit. First, I hate when men say this because they're just trying to like look good for themselves. They don't know what they're saying.
Yeah. It's crazy. And then they're like, so are you ready to see the proposal? And she's literally like,
cannot believe.
She's like, do I have a choice?
I mean,
I just cannot believe that they set it up like this. Just be fucking normal and show the proposal, then have them come out and speak. Because to have her sit in front of the entire audience, in front of all of live national television, to have her crying and have to watch this back to one of what was supposed to be the best moment turn out to be the worst moment in her life.
Sitting next to him.
Sitting next to the dude that fucked her over. You know what I mean? That's insane. That's insanity. That's cruel. That's mean. And that is just some fucked up shit that the producers did.
That's some good TV. No, but that's really like honestly, actually crazy.
It actually isn't good TV.
It's actually just giving like
that felt like, it feels like a Hunger Games moment. It feels like a Black Mirror moment where you know what I mean?
I think this whole time, I think we said this multiple times. It's like, I feel like we said this a lot of the reality shows that we've been watching. It's just like, it just goes a little too far. It just goes a little 5% too far.
Like, but this was honestly like 25%. This was like,
I mean, I think they were trying to make it like dramatic, but it came off like just mean.
It's mean. Everything's just coming off mean
I've
these days.
never been a Jenn fan. I wasn't happy that she's the Bachelorette. I don't think I wanted Maria or Daisy either. So like, I'm not saying I was like pro
all the options.
Them.
Everything has been kind of flopalina lately.
Flopisha,
Flopalina,
Flopisha,
and Floptina,
Flop, all of them, because like I said, was never really a big Jenn fan. Would have liked to see someone else as the Bachelorette, but I'll even agree. That was mean. No
one deserves that. No one deserves to have to go through that. And so you see the proposal happen.
Like, put her on Dancing with the Stars. Put her on there. Sasha, you're back in.
Literally, they're calling him. It's making so much more sense because
they're calling him during the show.
Okay. I have to pocket this when we get done through.
Oh, okay.
But
what else we got to say?
I mean, we just see it happen, and then
she just kind of leaves. It's just kind of
basically done. Yeah. They wrap it up, and they're like, Jenn, we love you. Like,
Any last words?
Any last words? Something like that. I don't fucking know. I don't remember what happens.
I think she just tells Devin, like,
you know why we don't remember what happens? Because they just basically put it under the rug, kick her out, dump her to the curb, and it's Joan. Let's show Kelsey showing her, introducing her dad to Joan.
By the way, he's fine as hell.
And
side note,
it's just like that thing where you don't want to blame it on the like
yes, we know we have to promote the next thing that they're going to be doing, but like,
I just think
all of it read really
so much better, and I hate the fact that it's happened to the first Asian American lead. It's like they can never get it right when it's a person of color.
They
Do you know
can't,
what I mean?
And it's giving like really like bad,
it's
giving
time.
bad. Well,
except
Charity.
Maybe Michelle,
Charity,
and I guess Charity, but it's just like the way that they handle certain situations.
Like Rachel, I don't know.
It's just not good. It's just not good.
They like yeah.
It's like you don't need to add that extra 5%.
Like
you should be handling her like a freaking
like. Did you do that to Rachel?
Piece of glass, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, they should have just done what they usually do, which is show it, interview it, be done with it.
Exactly.
Right? So then they can process it in their like dressing room, or they can choose not even to watch it.
Exactly.
Like they have the option to like watch.
Like I wonder if she had the choice to be like, do I do this or that?
I can't wait to hear more. Hopefully, these interviews coming up on all these.
I sure hope so.
We're going to get some more insight, hopefully.
Yeah, but that was just such a flop. I'm so sorry for Jenn. I don't know what the hell is wrong with Devin. I hope that maybe Jonathan reaches out to Jenn. But as the consolation prize, she got to go in Dancing with the Stars. And it was think it's a last minute addition.
Put her energy into something for the next months.
She's already posting stories about her and Sasha and stuff. And what I will say is that she was saying how immediately after the show ended, she had to get on a flight to go to New York for Good Morning America.
Yeah.
And she was saying that Sasha didn't even have a ticket. And that I feel like confirms even more the fact that he wasn't meant to be a pro dancer. And they literally just...
I wonder who they got in the troupe.
I don't know.
I forgot who the troupe is. I'll have to look it up.
No idea. But my goodness, it's crazy. That was crazy.
I just is really like, what a season. Devin ended up being a piece of shit. Everyone ended up being a piece of shit. Even Jesse Palmer was kind of a piece of shit. And that's a lot coming from me. Jesse Palmer's #1 fan.
Yeah.
The whole thing was a flopisha. The whole thing was just annoying. Waste of time.
Like from the jump, we were like, these men are not it.
Our guts were so right about everything.
Yeah.
But we were just like, all right, let's just like do the best we can. That's how I felt.
What else can we do? What else can we do?
Well, Jenn, it wasn't a good season. I'm glad you're going to be off my screen and all your men. I guess I'm happy to see you working on something else.
She's not going to be off our screen because she's going to be on Dancing with the Stars.
But she's sharing the screen. It's not going to be her.
Yes. True.
I'm ready to close the chapter on her.
I think she's ready to close the chapter on her.
I wish her well. I wish her well.
We wish her well. We hope the best for her. We hope that someone out there is going to treat her right and that she doesn't have to rush anything. Take your time, babe. You know?
She just needs to be put back in the oven for a couple minutes.
You need to just bake a little longer.
Just a little bit longer.
Let it bake.
Let it bake.
Let it bake. Let it bake. Okay.
Let it bake.
And I guess we'll just say my Zaddy Mark did show up for they showed his like entrance on Golden Bachelorette. So I guess I'm excited for that too. But
yeah, it's going to be good. I think what's happening is that it's going to be Dancing with the Stars alongside Golden Bachelorette.
Which one's first? I think usually Dancing with the Stars is because it was Bachelor in Paradise and then it went to Golden Bachelor, didn't it? Or was it flip-flop?
We didn't have Paradise last year.
Yeah, we did.
We did?
I think so. I think that was the last time it aired was with Golden Bachelor, wasn't it? Yeah, I think they were going at the same time.
Really? I don't even remember.
Because it said the Bachelor in Paradise finale happened December 7th, and the Golden Bachelor finale happened November 30th.
I guess Jess was on it, right? Jess and Blake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm starting to remember.
Yeah.
Oh, Tanner was on it. So, yeah.
And what's her face? Crazy Cat.
Oh, yeah. Crazy Cat and Tanner were together for a minute. Wow.
Yeah.
So anyways, no Bachelor, which is Bachelor in Paradise, which is nice, but Golden Bachelorette,
Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars.
Is that it? Is there any more reality TV happening?
I
Oh
don't
my
know.
God. This is a total flip, but you know what we didn't talk about?
I know what you're about to say. I know what you're
So
about to say.
guys,
No, stop.
we've hit September. Let's just let's put the reality TV away for right now.
Let's
Okay.
go back to what we've been doing.
Let's talk about what we are watching now that we are hitting September. Fall is approaching.
2 words.
And it's time for the vampires. And which vampires? You know, there's a lot to choose from. Our vampires?
So many.
The Vampire Diaries.
Wait, but also, like, we are gonna watch Twilight this weekend, I think.
Yeah, Twilight Marathon.
Twilight Marathon. Kayla's gonna come over. We're gonna pour some wine and watch Twilight.
We gotta get a fall candle.
Fall candle. I've made my pumpkin muffins. It's in game for us. Summer's over.
Summer is over. Autumn is here.
Autumn is here, and I love this. Is the best time of year in the city. It's a favorite time. Love pumpkins. Love the weather. I just love this time of year.
Yeah, and I love watching the Vampire Diaries. Have you guys watched it back recently? Because my God, what a time! What a dramatic ass show!
What and
for what reason?
Good music.
The music. Let me tell you, when Sarah Bareilles, Gravity, when that shit played as they did their first kiss, giving me kiss.
Like
it's
right
so good. It's so good.
Ian Somerhalder. No one can touch Ian Somerhalder.
Oh my God, he can touch me. Okay,
I'm love a bad guy.
I'm telling you, the bad guy that turns out to be like good in the heart. Like there's a reason for what he's doing.
It's just like
he's not
Ian
a Devin.
Somerhalder,
he's not a Devin. Let's just clarify.
Zac Efron, Penn Badgley,
Zac Efron,
Chase Crawford.
When was Zac Efron a bad guy?
No. I'm just naming all.
You're just naming hot men.
Yeah, I'm just naming the men that I was in love with at the time. And you know, I'm still in love with them. I'm still in love with them.
Yeah.
Some can see Troy Bolton as a villain, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah.
There's a conspiracy out there.
True.
But I'm just saying these men. These are the real men. Where have they been?
Where are our?
They're all taken.
Where are our Steffens and Damons out there, huh? I only
it's
care
so
about
vampire
Damon.
season. I miss that time. I miss that time in our life where everything was revolved around vampires.
Yeah.
Vampire Diaries, Twilight, New Moon, Breaking Dawn, Teen Wolf. Dare I say?
Teen Wolf.
Twitches, might I add?
Twitches. That was just kind of a little, but it's fine. It's fine.
Witches, wolves, vampires, all the rage.
That was it for a good
for like
Wizards
20,
of Waverly Place.
I mean, seriously, like, and not to forget Wizards. I mean, from at least 2010 to at least
2016,
maybe 16, might be pushing it.
Yeah,
for a good 5 years there ish. We were deep into these.
Y'all
vampires.
Remember?
What you about to say?
It's just getting me. Did you ever watch that movie of Abraham Lincoln as a?
Girl, what year was that? Wait, stop. You better look up that year. I swear if it's 2013, I'm going to scream.
I think it might have been a little earlier. 2012.
I'm telling you I'm telling you 2010 to 2015. I'm going to say 2015 because I feel like 2016 it was done.
Might be pushing it. Yeah, you're right.
For 5 years straight it was all things vampires. What happened?
Where did our vampires go? Bring them back.
I just miss it. I just miss that was like a trend.
I do. And then I would watch the spinoffs, the originals.
Yeah.
Well, there was another one where maybe that was the originals.
Teen Wolf made us feral.
Teen Wolf. We were all changing into werewolves at midnight. Okay.
Like all of these movies, like literally, like raised me. Like that's why we're messed up. This is why our generation
why we're
is
so fucked. Because we just want people sucking our blood and just killing us to show that they love us.
Oh gosh, that's so funny. Yes, we're watching that. We're rewatching How I Met Your Mother too. Let's not forget that.
That's so true.
Oh, I love Jason Segel.
Jason
So good.
Segel.
Such a great actor.
Yeah, that's
Neil
my
Patrick
type.
Harris being straight is hilarious. Yeah, you love a Jason Segel type.
I
But I
do.
think
That's why I think I kind of fell for Devin. Do you know what I
he does
mean?
give Jason Segel vibes. I love a Jason Segel type, but I don't think a Jason Segel type ever is attracted to me.
Mm.
So therefore,
You
that's
think?
I don't think
I
I've
don't
ever had a
know.
Jason Segel like me.
I don't think I know anyone who's like me.
I tend to like very like unavailable people. I'm like call me Jen
I mean,
Tran.
I like a Jason Segel type, but I want to be with like a pretty boy type, but the pretty boy types don't want me.
It's so funny. I want to be a Jason Segel type, and I end up with these. Well, I wouldn't even say pretty boy. Sorry.
We're fucked. That's all we're saying.
Listen, I'm gonna take that back, and I'm manifesting
At
a
this point,
vampire.
yeah, we're manifesting vampires and werewolves. Please hit us up.
I would like to. Can I mention something though?
What's that?
As a fitness instructor in major cities, I do sometimes see
vampires?
celebrities
Oh.
and vampires. I will like to note that about this time last year, or maybe over a year, Tyler Lockwood, what's his name? Andrew Trevino.
Sure.
I coached him
Mm.
here in New York City in Chelsea.
Come on back around.
He was biking. When I see a straight man that's really attractive in my class, I don't talk to you. Get out.
That is a wasted opportunity.
Group fitness is for girls and gays. I will say until I'm red in the face. Get out of my class. Sorry. That, and I think I told you this too from Pretty Little Liars, Ezra.
Yes.
And I coached him in Atlanta. And he would just come to that location, like in Atlanta randomly.
Bring us the celebrities.
It's so weird to see them out in the wild, but nothing ever got my heart rate so high than when I saw Marlo Hampton walk into my studio. That's like the best celebrity.
Is this one of those housewife people?
Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Hmm.
I think it was jarring because at the time I was rewatching Real Housewives of Atlanta, so like she was so relevant to me. Like I was literally watching her the night before, and I woke up and she was like in my studio, and I was like, you went on the Africa trip in 2010. She's like, okay. She asked me to videotape her, and I said no.
Oh.
I was coaching.
Oh.
Like, can you videotape me? I was like, no.
I'm dead.
Anyways, such a side tangent, but what
a tangent. But if you guys aren't on your vampire werewolf game, get into it. Get into it, because it's time. It's that time of year, you guys. It's here. What are you guys gonna be for Halloween? Let us know. We're trying to figure it out. Should we say our thoughts? What we think we should be?
Guys, I think. Well, should we say it?
Should we dress up as for the podcast? Should we have a Halloween themed episode?
Yeah, we definitely should. I think we're gonna do multiple costumes, but I think. What should we say?
We're trying to go to every event.
Should we say what we're gonna do?
I don't know. We can hold off.
Okay, we'll hold off.
We'll see what we act. Let's not get everyone's hopes up if we end up not doing.
Yeah, because that's a big commitment.
all of them are big commitments.
Oh,
yeah, that one is. Yeah,
that one is for you. But I think it could be kind of iconic.
All right. Okay. We've tangented. We've done too much. We are Tangelina, Flopalina, Floptina.
And as Kevin would say, this is a floppy show. This whole episode.
I love that you're just putting that on Kevin. As Kevin would say.
And as Kevin would say, this season was a floppy show.
What a flop, but we're gonna, I don't know, bop to the top.
We're gonna bop to the top. And we're also going to change gears. I'm really excited to be done talking about Jen's season. Finally talk about Dancing with Stars, Golden Bachelorette. Just something fresh to talk about.
We need something fresh, something new. Should we, maybe next week, is there a break before it starts?
I don't know. I don't know the dates on anything.
If there's a break, then maybe we can do a breakdown of the cast.
Yeah.
So we'll see if we do that next week for you guys.
We'll have something up our sleeve because we always do. No matter what, we will make time for this podcast. Rain or shine.
For you guys. So until next time. Bye.
Bye.